Aloha friends, happy moon day. Welcome to my channel. For those of you who it's your first time, and welcome back to those of you who have been here before. I so appreciate you tuning into this channel and the divine messages that want to come through. This is a full moon reading. It is timeless, so whenever you come across this reading is when you are meant to receive the messages. It is channeled through the full moon energy, and there's a whirlwind of energy that's coming in with this full moon. It feels very magical and whimsical. I feel like a lot of fae or fairy energy coming in, and the wind element. They're just telling me wind, so we may be experiencing some winds of change. Those are big gusts of wind that come in and just kind of sweep everything up and move it along. There's going to be some rapid change happening within and without. Some big secrets I'm hearing are coming to the surface. So things that have been hidden for a very, very long time are surfacing through this energy. So it's going to stir things up. Hence the whirlwind, tornado-like energy that's coming through. But it feels good. It feels focused. It feels like it's coming through to just cleanse everything and clear it out, and really moving into higher levels of consciousness. I hear that as a collective, we have shifted something major. So super excited about that, about, rising into these higher levels of consciousness where we can come into unity and collaboration and co-creation and just unity and oneness is what they're telling me. So we're going to see a lot more collaborations happening. We're going to see a lot more people getting together, more like reunion type energy. And they're not saying not reunion as in like people that you've known in this lifetime. Perhaps you will come into reunion with some of those people, but it's more of a reunion of the soul tribe, soul family, soul community. So people that you have spent other lifetimes with, whether it was past lifetimes in Earth realm or in different galactic spaces. It is a soul remembrance that's happening with this shift, this very airy light shift that's coming in. There are five stacks to pick from today. I tried to narrow it down. I really wanted to do 4, but Spirit kept saying I needed to add a 5th one. So they're telling me now the 5th one is because some of you are going to resonate with more than one pile in this group. So you may initially be called to one, and then you may want to go back and listen to another, and or you may listen to one now, and in 2 or 3 weeks when you feel like you've moved through something, you can come back to this reading, listen to it again, and choose another card. But they were telling me that 5 cards was necessary. I do see the relevance in the number 5, that it's bringing in change. Things are shifting and moving, and there's a letting go that's happening with this full moon, and it's a letting go of the comfort space. They're telling me a letting go of having to know everything, and really just surrendering into trusting in a higher power, trusting that your highest, most divine self would not steer you off track, and staying focused with what's keeping you moving forward, but also being more present. That's what this rise of consciousness did. This little shift not so little, but this shift that we just went through recently to bring us into this space of the full moon energy, they're telling me it's shifted. It's a letting go of old soul lessons, to letting go of comfort spaces. It's letting go of needing to know. It's a letting go of needing to be in control. It's letting go of needing to be correct or right, or having to letting go of the ego. And if somebody is arguing with you about something, it's not worth those lower vibrations for you to fall into. So just let go, let people be, have compassion. Everyone is on their journey, and we're all in different phases, and we're going to move forward and back, and we're going to cross paths with people. We're going to get ahead of people, and then they're going to get ahead of us, and we're going to shift and move. And we are just continuing through this cycling of rising and moving into unity consciousness. So I'll go ahead and leave that for now. That is just a brief little full moon Message. Go ahead and pick your cards. I'm not going to pick them up because I don't want this to be longer than it's already going to be. And I think they all are shown pretty well on the screen. So the way it's going to work, we're going 1 through 5, left to right. So this is card number 1, card number 2, we have card number 3, card number 4, and card number 5. Take a moment, feel into it, choose your card. If there's one that's calling out to you, immediately go with it. If you need a moment to just ground your energy, take a nice deep breath, close your eyes, and then ask your guides to direct you to whichever pile is going to be best for you for this full moon, for the time that you come into resonance with this reading, and then trust where you are guided to. I'm going to go in order today. I don't typically do that. I go, well, Spirit kind of has me jump all over the place, but they're telling me it's really important that I go in order for this. So we are going to start with pile number 1. Time descriptions for 2, 3, 4, and 5 will be in the description. Thank you all so much for tuning in. If my messages resonate for you, please hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment if you feel drawn to, and or share this with somebody who you feel could benefit from it. All right, starting off with pile number 1. Aloha to those of you who chose pile number 1. Woo, some very vibrant energy coming through. I feel like there's so much high vibrational energy in here. I'm going to be just lighting some vetiver between the readings to ground my energy and to just kind of clear the space. So don't mind me. Lovely vetiver. Okay. All right. So pile number 1. Let's see what we got going on. I'm feeling with this card. Wow, that they're really like showcasing these jewels that are like in the third eye and the crown chakra spaces. So really tapping into those higher chakras, I feel like is what's being illuminated for you through this full moon. They're also telling me like Medusa type energy. So the dark feminine, these are Kali cards. So again, dark feminine. And they're telling me there's the separation. So the separation from the head and the neck, the throat space. 2 things. Thank you. There is a disconnect that is wanting to be resolved in your throat chakra. So the disconnect, it's like your bottom chakras are aligned. They feel great from your earth star, root chakra, sacral, solar, heart, high heart. They all feel really good. Throat is where things kind of get cut off. And then the third eye and the crown are great, and there's some messiness, like the Medusa kind of snake-like energy between the crown and the solar star chakra. So I'm gonna I believe we're gonna get some channeling to help kind of sever the word, to help bring those 2 separations back into a little piece of unity, but they are telling me that there's more to it. I'm gonna go ahead and flip this over and see what the card itself says, but that's what I got just from the image intuitively. So let's see. Okay, so Chinamasta is my guess. Don't come at me for pronouncing that incorrectly. It says, in order to grow, the soul may need to separate itself from that which it once relied upon. Oppression will be overcome. Do not cling to what has been. Sometimes the best way to heal from the past is to cut it off completely and focus on inner regeneration and reorientation toward a more fulfilling future. You shall know true love and freedom. All right, so burning some bridges, letting some things go. I feel like thank you, Spirit, for confirming. They're telling me that there's been this energy of like back and forth with relationships, in regards to relationships. This can be with friends, family. It can even be with relationships in the spirit realm. They're telling me that's interesting. So maybe some passed on loved one type energy, but they're saying it's time to let go. It's time to fully let go, walk away, don't turn back, don't look back. It's time to let go. All right, so let's see what else wants to come through. We have some lovely cards. I'm just going to put them out and then have Spirit direct me to what wants to come first. Okay, so first they need surrender, they're saying. So surrender obsessive thinking. All right, so you've been in your head a lot. There's a lot of, okay, you've known that this is coming, this letting go. They're telling me it's like you've known that you've needed to let go of something, someone, someplace, and you keep cycling around it. You keep being like, you know what, I think I'm gonna go back and try again. Or maybe things have shifted, or, you know, this could work out. And there's like, you're giving yourself excuses to stay in a comfort zone. And this full moon, what it's illuminating for us is what is keeping us in that comfort zone, right? And so this is what it is. And what it, that going back and forth, that's the obsessive overthinking. That's you thinking, oh, they have to be in my life because they're family and we're blood, or, you know, I've had such a long relationship with this person. It's, you know, we've been best friends since we were children and I can't let it go. Or there's some excuses Spirit is telling me that you are giving yourself. And this could also be with work. This can be, they're telling me, with career, like a job, you know, feeling like you haven't been in resonance with it. It's not working for you. And really, it's not even about like finding a way out. It's just getting over the fear of not doing what you're doing. So maybe you've been in this job for a very long time. Maybe it's just, this is again like the comfort zone, right? Like you've been there. It's you know, it does X, Y, and Z for you, and but they're telling me like it's a very robotic type energy. It doesn't feel genuine. It doesn't feel harmonious. It feels like it's like you know what needs to be done and you do it, and it's like I just see this image of like punching in with like an old school time clock, and then like getting through the day and having your lunch and finishing up through the day and then driving home, and then like wash, rinse, and repeat over and over and over again, and it's just not resonating for you anymore. So calm your minds. You've got to get out of your head if you want to fully let this go. The best way to get out of your head is to kind of get into it. I mean, this sounds funny, and the best way to get out of our head is to go into it. And what I mean by that is like the best thing to do is to be in silence, to be alone with yourself in silence. And that's a really hard thing for a lot of people. But when you are able to get to that space and just be silent, have no worry about what is going on around you, and try to just find some stillness and some quiet in the presence. From that space, you are likely going to have so many thoughts and memories and things coming into your head. It's like you cannot get it to shut up. I know, I've been there. I've actually been there recently. So let those come. You know, I had a mentor tell me once to see them like credits at the end of a movie, where you read them, they're there. Yes, those thoughts are coming in, but you're just letting them scroll and pass right by you. And eventually they'll come back when the time is right. They'll come back when you need them, when you need them to surface. But right now, just let them scroll and keep scrolling and keep letting those thoughts go, because there's so much action in the mind. This is why they're, you know, like the image, the head is severed, they're telling me, because there's so much going on in the mind, so much overthinking, that it's becoming detrimental to you. And you've got to just let them clear out. See them like the movie credits at the end of a movie. See them like clouds moving in the sky, or like waves, you know, pushing out into the ocean. You've got to see them. You've got to see some movement for them to be able to be released. And then from that space, in silence, in stillness, in your own energy, then you'll start to find some clarity. And it may only be for a moment, and I'm telling you, those moments are so worth it. All right, let's see what this one is. Energy balance. So they're actually telling me that your energy is a little off, that there needs to be an alignment that happens for you. I highly recommend getting in to see a Reiki practitioner if you are open to energy work. Reiki practitioners are great at aligning the chakras and balancing you out to kind of give you a fresh start. If you're not able to do that, you can find some chakra alignment frequencies or meditations or sound baths on YouTube. You can also just look up chakra alignment and balance, energy balancing stuff on any kind of social media platform, and there should be something that comes up. Really, in particular, again, they're pointing out the solar star here and the throat chakra is mainly where things are out of order. But those two being out of order is also throwing off, my apologies, yeah, there we go. It's throwing you out of alignment. So because there's, the crown chakra is what connects us with the higher power, but if your solar star is blocked, then you can only go so high, and you're the place where it's time to shift out of these lower vibrational energies. It's time to rise, and in order to do that, the throat needs to be, they're telling me, warmed up. It's like it needs to be lubricated or massaged. Even if, like, I'm getting the energy of, if you just like cup your hand on the back of your neck and then just move it from side to side, so from left to right, cupping the hand and moving it from left to right, and do it with both hands on each side. And as you're doing it, turn your head left to right. It's a qigong practice, but what it will do is start to clear some of that blocked energy in the throat. They are going to let me do a little throat clearing for you now, so I'm going to go ahead and channel. Okay, they're telling me around the collarbone. There's something going on around the collarbone. Perhaps you broke your collarbone, or you fractured it, or you've just been having a lot of pain or pressure in that area. Again, I highly recommend some energy work if you're able to get into a practitioner. If not, there are Reiki practitioners on YouTube as well. You can find, Reiki to balance your chakras. Just look some stuff up, because it definitely feels out of alignment, and there needs to be a bigger energy balance than what I can do for you here today. I do virtual healing sessions, so if you are looking for someone and you can't find anyone in your area, reach out. I do offer those through my website. But definitely some alignment and balancing that needs to happen. There's this separation right now. It's like your higher self is not able to connect with your earth body. There's this, I'm feeling like all of this build up in the throat. It's like oh man, it's like a bubbling type energy where the bubble is just growing. I can't even explain it. It just feels like a balloon is being blown up, like, in my throat, and they're like, the throat really is the main focus. They're saying your throat chakra needs to come into balance. That's where this split is happening, and it makes sense, because when you balance out your throat chakra, you'll have access to, your crown chakra will have access and be in alignment with your heart, with your high heart. And then from there, you can get out of your head, tap into your heart, and figure out, what is your next step? What's the next movement? All right, they told me to go here next. We have sacred time. So what do you do for self-care? They're telling me, like, what helps you get grounded? What helps you feel, they're telling me not particularly like joy or bliss or like excess happiness, but just content, like where you can feel like you can take a deep breath and you don't have to carry the world on your shoulders. What gets you into that space? For me, it's going to the ocean, just listening to the waves, maybe walking on the beach, or just being in the frequency of the negative ions that come off the water. When I wasn't near an ocean, it was driving near the mountains and seeing the views, maybe catching a sunset or a sunrise. Plenty of different things that you can do to tap into what makes you feel that contentment, they're telling me, with the universe. So not just in your own body, but with the energy around you, right? Like maybe it's looking up at the stars and realizing how vast they are, like the space is, and bringing yourself back to the very present moment with that. So tap into that. Let's see, they want me to go here next. All right, we have perception. Okay, so it feels like they're telling me like there's this juggling happening. It feels like you've been juggling things for a long while, maybe even like a lifetime. it feels like there's been this like juggling of trying to make things right or keep things going or doing things. And I feel like this is in particular, like this resonates for whatever relationship or thing that you are comfortable in, that there's this juggling that's had to happen, and it doesn't seem like your perception of things and their perception of things are in agreement. The way you perceive things is completely different from the way they perceive things, and that's okay, right? We're each on our journey, but that's why they're saying like, it's time, let it go, it's time for change. Number 32, right? 32, 3 + 2 = 5, change. It is time for a change. You can't keep doing what you've been doing. You can't keep growing through these same cycles over and over and over. If we are to rise, it is to get out of these cycles that have kept us in these levels of comfort for so long, and to fully let go and trust in a higher power and allow ourselves to be open to letting people, places, things, love, family, passed on loved ones, whatever it is, letting them go, sending them love, letting them continue on their journey. Whether, like I said, this is like a family member, a passed on loved one, a friend, a longtime friend or acquaintance, whether it's, a career or a job, something that you've been doing for a long time. It could be like a volunteer, like you've been volunteering somewhere for a long time, or you've been connected to a specific community for a long time and you're just not in resonance anymore. There's this you've had to juggle so much within that space, and Spirit is saying it's not for you to continue to carry. Let go. All right, let's see what animal wants to come through. We have the bobcat and the number 8. All right, so abundance codes, abundance frequency. There is so much more waiting for you on the other side of comfort. Allow yourself to get uncomfortable. I was just speaking with a friend about this the other day, that I've been to plenty of meditations, women's circles, whatever you want to call them, where, the practitioners forced me to get uncomfortable, and I did not like it. In the moment, I was so uncomfortable in my skin and having to speak up and talk in front of people, or even having to write things down or to sit through. I remember my very first gong bath was so uncomfortable and so frightening for me. The resonant frequencies that were coming up were bringing up so much of my shadow. But I continued to go. I continued to be in that space that made me uncomfortable, because after I got uncomfortable in those spaces, regardless of what we had to do, sometimes it was like up dancing around. There's this awesome gong bath that I go to now where they sometimes do Kundalini yoga, asanas, I guess you would call them. I'm not quite familiar with that. Or we would chant, or we would get up and dance, or we'd dance around the room. And I felt super uncomfortable doing those things. And afterwards, after I allowed myself to just get uncomfortable, my frequency rised so much. I had these super high vibrational insights, downloads, frequencies. I felt like I was floating. It was such a shift for me. And it was because I allowed myself to get uncomfortable. And that's why I kept going back to these spaces. So they're saying with this is not comfort, right? Like this, having to let go of something, especially if it's a family member or passed on loved one, or somebody who's been really, really close to you, or something that's been really close to you. I was with my last position, my corporate position, for 10 years. I was so comfortable there. And letting go of it made me super uncomfortable. And it took time. And when I did, things really started to shift and start to move forward for me. So just look into allowing yourself to be uncomfortable so that you can shift through this energy. All right, we have a little activation. They're saying with this one, ancestral lineage. Okay, ancestral lineage. And again with the number 8. 3 + 5 is 8. So, wow, there's so much coming through on this card. I can't even process all of it. I highly recommend screenshotting this, keeping it with you, tapping into the energies that are coming through. There are a lot of frequencies that are encoded in this card. They're telling me Archangel Raphael is with you. So call on Archangel Raphael. That's where you're getting like the green type energy that's coming through. I know in one of my previous messages, I talked about if you have to get a little uncomfortable, like surround yourself in a green cloak of light and call on Archangel Raphael to surround you with this green cloak of light so that you're protected, so you can go into some introspection and deep inner healing to allow yourself to push through the energy and move to the other side. All right, so the activation is here. Yes, action. Interesting. You have the courage to express the unique, loving colors of your soul. All right, so I see what this is. It's action to let go, to finally fully surrender to a higher power, to understand that whatever it is that you've been holding on to is not in resonance anymore. It's time for you to stop juggling and cycling in this energy. Let go. I'm going to do a little activation for you for the action of moving forward. So if you're open and want to receive, just close down your eyes. If not, thank you for joining me. This is the end of this reading. I will finish with this activation. Thank you for those of you that joined and do not want to channel into the activation. All right, moving on. Hasana katstash tatanaf tukanana futumana katsitiski and yana to kishkati yana to soon and to kunash naniana. Arakatanat to futamatki and yataki and anatata. Tutukushtu no manakata tanikitiski and anata for the oof ninikiti and anana. Apatatashkiti at the tafatamaka to sutu to manakatiski and anatanayala futumana. Arapatukustu no manakati tanata shakanana. Okay, so they're just wanting me to remind you that in the highest level of frequency, in God's space, in divine light, we are all one. We will come back together in unity. But in this space, in Earth Realm, in what you're growing through, you are carrying so much more than you need to be. And it's time to let go. It's time to let go. There's so much more waiting for you on the other side of this. There's an abundance of energy that is coming in for you, and it feels really, really good. And the only way you're going to get there is if you let go. So this full moon is the perfect time to write things down, write out what it is that you want to let go of, and allow yourself to fully let go, and let go with love. Let go with love. All right, thank you so much for those of you that chose the first pile. I will hope to see you next time. Sending you lots and lots of love. Take care. Adios. Aloha to those of you who chose the second pile. All right, we have this lovely goddess image, and these are from the Kali Pocket Oracle, and what I'm getting, they're telling me to clear the space real quick. Okay, so there must just be some stagnant energy that was left over from the last reading. So I'm just gonna light a little sage to clear whatever energies are left over from there. Don't mind me, it'll take just a moment. Thank you. It also grounded me so I can get back into this reading. All right. So back into the Kali Pocket Oracle. All right, so the first thing they're pointing out to me is how she's holding this tongue, and it's like she is in victory, right? Like she finally is able to stand in her power, speak her truth, be the goddess that she came to be. That lotus is fully risen. There's no more swamp. It is out. It is fully submerged from the swamp. So this is just a very vibrant energy. They're also pointing out the third eye there, how it is highlighted. And then they're showing me protection. They're saying like this crown that's around, it's time to cover your crown and protect it. Now they're okay, they said the message from the card is not necessary, so I'll leave that there, but they're telling you to cover your crown. So this can happen energetically. You can put a bubble of light or like a helmet around your crown. You can literally wear something over your crown, like a scarf or a hat or some kind of material to just cover your crown. But they're saying cover your crown. There seems to be like some interference that wants to come in and get into your mind space. And you're standing in your power now. So wear your crown, wear it every day, and don't let anything, free yourself from letting anything come into your headspace. Okay, let's see what else they want to bring through. I'm just going to spread these out and then ask spirits where to start. They want me to start with the animal card. Okay. All right, so we have lion spirit. And it says, be generous of spirit. Okay, they're also showing me the number 37, which reduces to 10. And this is like a cycle completion. But they're really pointing out these light codes in the back. Like this completion that's happening for you is an opening of the heart. It's like they're showing me for a long while you may have not felt like you could speak your truth. Maybe kind of hidden. Like they're showing me an image of somebody like scrunched over, shoulders, pronounced forward, kind of hiding or protecting the heart space. And they're saying there's been a shift in your energy, in your frequency, where you can start to pull those shoulders back. You can start to roll them back. You can start to puff out your chest and stand in your light and be in your power. The lion is the king of the jungle. They are protectors. They are they usually are in packs or tribes. They're telling me tribes. Interesting. But also like they're telling me not in ego. Like the energy that comes through a lion is from the lion's highest self, from that soul's highest self. It's an energy of standing in your light, shining your light, being exactly who you are, not having to hide yourself, and protecting what's yours. Protecting what's yours, they're telling me, is very significant. Okay, let's see what else wants to come through. Okay, so we have communication. And so many butterflies. The butterflies are transformation, growth, rebirth. But they're telling me the communication that's happening, or that is being illuminated through this full moon for you, is communication with a higher power. It's you being able to connect to your higher self, to your passed on loved ones, to your energy guides, to your to whatever guides come through for you, whether they're ascended masters, archangels, angels, whatever it may be. It's having the ability to communicate with them. And so if it feels like you're in a space where you're able to come into stillness, into presence, you can quiet the mind, be in peace. They're telling me like the lion is not very loud until it feels threatened, and then you will hear its roar. So feel into that statement, because they're saying that. And I'm feeling, okay, I'll come back to this. I'm getting a little distracted because there's a lot of pain coming through the back of the heart space. I'm going to do a quick little clearing. Okay, they're telling me that like it's time for you to spread your wings, and there needs to be some warming up. So you may have been feeling some discomfort around the back of your heart, even around like your kidneys area. And they're saying massage into that area, give your body some love, and then open your wings. So actually, literally, like take your hands and put them underneath your arms, and like you're almost like you're creating like chicken wings, I guess. And then like flap your wings and open forward and back, forward and back. They're telling me there needs to be some movement there. There's some stagnant energy that you need to move through on your own. And from this opening, this clearing of the back of the heart, and the back of the heart is letting go of what's behind you, right? What's behind you is not moving forward into your future. It's behind you for a reason. So let that go, shift through that, and fill into that, and open your wings. It's time to expand and to connect with these higher levels of consciousness. You have the ability to do so, and there are specific guides that are trying to communicate with you. I feel like this is galactic energy. The Pleiadians, they're telling me, are wanting to fully connect. So open yourself up. If like they're saying, you're ready, you already know it. You tried to connect before and something got severed. This message is not for everybody. I feel like it is a select few, but there is a communication that is wanting to happen between your Pleiadian counterpart and yourself. So tap into that. Check out the Pleiadian energy frequencies if you need to fully tap into that. But there are higher dimensional beings that are coming through that want to speak with you and help you along your journey. So I will leave that there, and we're going to go ahead and move on to the surrender cards are telling me. Okay, surrender procrastination. Surrender procrastination. They're showing me in this image, it's like a never-ending staircase, because there's a waiting till the last minute, like, oh, I'll figure it out, or it's coming, or it's reminding me, like, I just had this conversation the other day with someone where I said, what's going to happen when this time comes? And they said, oh, well, we'll worry about that when we get there. And it's not about worrying, right? Like, Spirit does not want you to worry. And Spirit wants you to take action forward, to be prepared, so that you're not blindsided, so that you're not blinded by this light at the top here. When you get up there, you've got to slowly emerge and move through it. So surrender your procrastination, surrender holding back, and allow yourself to fully continue motion. You don't have to move fast. You don't have to be like the quickest. Like the lion is not the quickest cat in the jungle, right? So they're saying you don't have to get there fast, but you've got to continue moving forward. There is some procrastination. I heard this a long time ago. Procrastination is really just fear holding you back. It's fear of perfectionism, like feeling like you're not good enough, or you can't do it, or there's like it's too much for you, or maybe even that you're not worthy. So letting go of that fear and surrendering your procrastination. And surrender, when I say surrender procrastination, I mean surrender to a higher dimension. Surrender to God source. Surrender to the creator divine. Surrender to these higher vibrational energies that are wanting to help you, that are there to guide and assist you along this journey. Surrender, let it go. It's not yours to carry. And continue moving, continue on your path. It can be a slow movement, but there has to be movement. The stopping and being stagnant is not going to get you where you want to be. And it's going to create a rapid change that is going to feel really uncomfortable and like you're not ready for it. So surrender procrastination. Okay, they want me to go here next. All right, intuition. Wow. Okay, they're pointing out the Merkaba first. Like, we have the Merkaba down here. And then this is actually an infinity symbol, like a figure 8. But what the first thing I saw was a heart. So maybe you're seeing that too, this heart here. And then the wings, the opening up of your wings. Okay, so this is an alignment for you. It feels like you are in alignment and you are ready for a higher vibrational energy to income through your energy fields. And so tap into your intuition. They're saying play with your intuition more. You don't play with it enough. And play with your intuition means filling into what you can create. So maybe you're going somewhere where it's hard to find parking, and you're creating a parking space before you get there. Or maybe you are creating an easy drive to work, so you're hitting all the green lights and traffic is moving for you, and you're not having to stop, and you're not feeling rushed. Whatever it is that you're creating, they're telling you tap into that third eye space and then keep moving towards it. That's the surrendering of the procrastination. Keep moving towards it. It is okay. They want me to do a little activation here. So let's see. Yeah, I feel like love is coming in for this pile. There's a new love that is coming in, and it's being illuminated now. I see like the eye here as well. It's being illuminated through you, through your own self-love, through your own love with Creator, with the divine. So surrender to that. that toning, that channeling comes through my star family in Sirius, and it's not something they ever give me a heads up for. They just come through. I have opened myself and allowed myself to bring in these frequencies and these energies. But what they did is they just came in with a heart frequency for you to be able to tap into your heart, because that's where your intuition is. It's in your heart space. It's filling into something instead of thinking into something, instead of thinking about something, right? You don't need to be in your head about it. You need to be in your heart about it. All right, maybe some throat chakra clearing as well. I'm filling that with this card. All right, and then we have faith. Believe it. Believe it. Wow, it doesn't even want to come into focus. It's like their spirit is telling me it's because there has been so much disbelief of like, this is actually happening. I'm worthy of this. I can make this happen. I can create everything that I want, right? I don't like to use the word manifest. I use create instead, because create is a much higher vibration. Manifest has been kind of overused, and it just doesn't carry the same frequency anymore. So think of create, but they're saying, like, you have faith when it's far away. Look at that. Look at how clear that is. But when I bring it up close, it's like that faith goes away. That oh, it shifted. Thank you. Okay, so get out of your mind. Get out of your mind. See how all that green and pink energy? Get out of your mind. Get into your heart, because that's what's going to push you through to that next, whatever it is that is to come for you. Okay, they're wanting me to go to the butterfly. They're saying there's something there. So Archangel Ariel, and they're pointing out these blue crystals down here. Look at how beautiful those are. Okay, it's a influx of light. Okay, so you may be actually feeling a lot of body pains. They're telling me a lot of body pains, but it's not what you think it is. So get out of your head. It is not. There's something where you're like, this has to be this, or like you hear people say, like, oh yeah, like my knee all of a sudden started hurting and it was an old football injury or whatever. But they're saying you need to tap out of that 3D space and allow yourself to surrender to a higher power. And in that space, what they're telling me is that your body is crystallizing. You're taking in an influx of crystalline energy, and it's shifting through your body. So you may be feeling different sensations around your body. You may be feeling pains and aches and growing pains, and it's not coming from the old you. They're telling me it's coming from this crystalline shift. It's coming from raising your vibration and feeling the energy, the light influx come in and just cleanse through the body and crystallize. So stay hydrated. That is going to be the most important thing for you. Lots of they're telling me like extra electrolytes. So coconut water, they're telling me cucumber water is great, but you need, like, even adding lemon or pure lemon juice to your water is going to be really good for you. But there needs to be more hydration. That's why you're in so much pain, because there's not enough hydration and your body is crystallizing, and there needs to be more hydration in the body. So interesting. Take that for those of you that it resonates for. And then we have one last card here. Forgiveness. You are now able to activate the power of love in order to let go of past hurts. Okay. So not just you're in a higher vibration. That's what they're saying. You're in a higher vibration. You're not in the vibration anymore where you have to feel through the pain, or you have to go back and relive some of the things that happened to you in your past. This full moon is illuminating the power of love for you, and how active when you open up that heart space and tap into your heart fully, from front to back, top to bottom, inside out, fully tap into that heart space. Then you'll be able to give grace and forgiveness and continue to progress through this transformation. All right, I'm sending you all so much love. If this message resonated for you, leave a lion in the comments, and I'll look forward to connecting with you for the next reading. All right, take care. Adios. Aloha to those of you that resonated with card number 3. Oh, your energy feels so grounded and serene. There's this just this gentle energy, this gentle focus. They're telling me a gentle focus. I'm just lighting some vetiver to wow, clear the energy. Okay, look at that. It doesn't normally do that. But it smells amazing. Okay, so some outside energy they're telling me is connected to you. Let's see. Let's take a look at this card and see what they want to bring through. Okay, it feels very like strong, powerful, warrior type vibes. Let's turn it over and see what it says. All right, Artha of Kali. You are forging your authentic path. In support of that, you shall attract great blessings that will benefit all beings. To live a spiritually and creatively self-directed life takes incredible strength and trust in yourself. Remember that the promise of your sacred success is being fulfilled through every challenge and every blessing. Trust in what you were born to accomplish. Wow. So Artha, that's interesting because this kind of reminded me of like King Arthur vibes, that type of era energy, regal, like with all the gold and the covering of the crown. That's been coming up lately. Covering the crown, protecting your crown space. Yeah, you're ready to live your divine purpose, to step into your power, to be fully you. Everything is coming into alignment for that to happen. Just trust. Apologies. I know it's not that easy, but they're telling me trust. Trust that everything is aligning. Trust that everything is happening exactly how it's meant to be. And you may have gone through some hardships recently, or there may have been some things that have come up for you recently that are they're getting you in your head. You are stay out of your headspace. Cover your crown, stay out of your headspace, and just continue to stay focused. Keep your eye on the prize, because what the universe has aligned for you, what your higher self has set up for you in this lifetime, is so divine, and it's blissing. It's going to bliss so many people. Like, your energy is, I'm just feeling this like really divine, masculine, grounded, protected, focused, driven, motivated, guarded, and in your power type energy. So harnessing that through this full moon. Let's see what else wants to come up for y'all. All right, I'll just put these out and see where Spirit wants us. They want to surrender first. So, all right, surrender your worry. Surrender your worry. Yes. So the path that you are on is not for everybody. It's not like, it's such a you serve such a divine purpose, a unique purpose, that it's going to help so many. I can't even get the words out because there's so many messages that are coming through right now. Okay, let me just clear. Take a deep breath. Yes. The worry, it's not for you to worry. Keep surrendering. You've been doing a great job at surrendering to a higher power, at letting go, at trusting that what's meant for you will not pass you by, that you are aligning with your truest and highest purpose, that you are living your dharma. This is what you are here for. And you've been doing so well at surrendering to that. Continue to surrender to that and let go of worry. You don't need to worry. Free yourself from worry. Spirit has your back. Your guides, your team, there's some passed on loved ones that are coming in that are saying, we're here for you. We're here for you. We're rooting you on. We are going to be with you every step of the way. Don't free yourself of fear. Free yourself of scarcity mindset. Get yourself into a place where you are connecting daily. This is really important, you guys. Connect daily with God, with the divine, with your highest, most divine self. Connect daily. Whatever that means for you, whatever you do to connect, whatever you do to tap into those higher level frequencies, Specifically, they're telling me for some of you, it's going to be tapping into your breath, feeling through your prana, understanding that the breath is life, and tapping into that is going to help you surrender this worry. But whatever, here's the other thing they're telling me. This full moon is illuminating. You know, full moons are a time for letting go, for purging, and they're saying it's a good time for you to write down what it is that you've been worrying about, or that you worry about, or that has crossed your mind, that you feel like you can't handle on your own, or you're just trying to figure things out in the physical and maybe it's not coming to you just yet. Write those things down and then burn them. Let them go. Let them go. They're not yours to carry. Let them go. A higher power can come in and take those off of your back, lift it off of your shoulders so you don't have to feel through it. So let it go. It's a good time to do that little full moon ritual for you. So bookmark that and remind yourself, maybe set a timer, remind yourself to do that during this full moon. Okay, they want me to go to the animal next. So let's see what came through the animal oracle. Chameleon spirit. Act as if. And they right away pointed out the number 14, which reduces to 5, and 5 is ushering in change. Act as if. So when you think of a chameleon, you know, can blend into its surroundings. It acts as if it's part of the surroundings. That's what protects it. That's what keeps it safe. So whatever it is that you are cultivating, that you are bringing into existence, because they're telling me what you're working on is such a unique and focused, it's taking a lot of focus and drive for you. And they're telling you, act as if you've already got it. Act as if you've already created it. Act as if you are already living in your abundance, and feel into that, right? So maybe you're wanting to get into a new home, or a new career, or a new love. Act as if it's already happened. Blend yourself into that space. Go into the quantum and feel it. Feel what it would be like to have that new love in your life. Feel what it would be like to have the new career or entrepreneurship that you are wanting to move forward into. Feel what it would feel like to move into a new home. Smell what it would smell like in that home. Feel, you know, the energy and the vibrancy and the frequencies that are moving through that home. Feel it all. And act as if you already have it. It's that infamous, like, fake it till you make it type energy, but this time you're not faking it. It's already there. If you're on this journey and there's something that you are cultivating, and it's something that you really want, we want things, like, they come into our fields of desire, you know, because we've already got them on some level, on some higher dimension. We're already there, right? Time is not linear. What's happening for our future selves is happening for us right now. What's happening to our past selves. That's why we can do inner child healing. That's why we can go back and reparent ourselves, because time is not linear. So feel into what it is that you're cultivating. Like, it's already happened. It's shown up. It happened. It's here. And then how will that shift your current vibration and your presence and allow you to let go of worry? Chameleons aren't worried. They can blend in. They blend into where they're at. So they don't have to worry about predators, right? Because they can totally shape shift. Ooh, there's shape shift. That came in for a reason. Thank you. They can shape shift, or and I know chameleons don't shape shift. I know they just shift, like, their colors, their aura, their frequency. But maybe specifically for you, you're shape-shifting, you're moving through different dimensions, and it feels like a back and forth right now. So allow yourself to blend into what it is that you are cultivating. All right, let's go here next. Detachment. You are letting go of old patterns and ideas that no longer serve your highest ideals of love. Okay, so patterns and ideas that no longer serve you. So for me, that feels like worry. Worry is not something that's serving you. It's not something that is going to get you into a higher vibration. It's not something that's going to help you move forward. It's not something that's going to help you keep your eye on the prize. So detach from worrying, from feeling like you need to know what the next what's going to happen next. Like, it's good to take action and continue to move forward. And even if it's at a slow pace, like a turtle pace, and you're just slowly moving into that direction of which you want to cultivate, it's good to have that action. And it's good to also not have to carry things that are not in resonance with your higher dimensional self, right? Worry is one of those things. So detach and let go. Detach and let go. All right. Belief. Make it real. Make it real. And this is like a solar star energy. It feels like the connection between your higher dimensional self and your crown chakra. So it's working with the solar star energy. Solar star frequencies or solar star healing tools, they're telling me, will definitely help you through this. Even calling in like the color pink, surrounding your crown in the color pink, again covering your crown, they're showing me. So perhaps it's energetically covering your crown and creating a pink shield over your solar star and crown chakra space. And then fully believing, you guys, this is it's like that same energy as the chameleon, right? Act as if. So do you believe that you are capable and worthy of what you're cultivating? Because you absolutely are. And I feel like you know that, and you feel that. And the only thing that shifts you out of that space from time to time is belief. It's hearing other people in the energy that they're at, and hearing them say, oh, you can't do that, or it's too much, or yeah, it's not enough. And I'll tell you, when I moved to California, people told me, like, how are you going to afford to live out there? It's crazy expensive. It's this, it's that. And the one thing that always stayed on my mind was, well, there's people that live there. There are people that live there. It's not like this, bougie place where only like a percentage of the population, like there are a lot of people that live in Southern California that can afford Southern California. So it is possible. And as long as it's possible, I'm going to make it happen. And I fully believe in that. And I did. And I came out here and I've been in flow. And so they're saying, believe with all of your might, with all of your power, with all of your inner being, fully believe that what is for you will not pass you by, and that what you are cultivating is exactly what needs to be. Okay, I want me to go here next. Fire element. Yeah, I feel like for you, if you can get out and do like a full moon bonfire, even if you can just use the fire element, like I said, to surrender and let go of whatever it is that you're ready to let go, whatever's not going to carry you into the next highest vibration. There's a rebirth here, right? The phoenix rising from the ashes. It's a full-on rebirth, and it feels, this fire energy feels like focused, and it's that, like, even look at his eyes. It's like fire, and do you see the fire in his eyes? I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can. But it's fire in your eyes. It's illuminating everything that needs to happen for you to move, for you to cultivate whatever it is that you're bringing in. And then using fire, they're telling me to use the fire element to transmute through some of the energies that other people are bringing towards you, right? When there were people telling me, you can't do this, you can't do that, my fire inside of me would ignite, and I would make it happen every single time, regardless of what it was that I could do. I remember people telling me that I would never succeed as or make good money as a professional ballroom dancer. And, very quickly that's what illuminated me to my path forward. And that's what got me to a place where I was making great money, and I was, living the life of my dreams and doing everything that I wanted to do in that space. So allow that fire to ignite inside of you, to push you through whatever it is that is causing you to worry or stress or feel like you're not enough. Okay, 2 more. We have intimacy. Wow. Powerful card there. There's so much frequency that's coming in, and it's elemental energy. It's filling into, like, the intimacy they're saying is intimacy with self. It's allowing yourself to have appreciation for what you've been through, how far you've come, what you've done with your life, how much you've shifted, right? what you've done, what you've cultivated this far, what brought you here, what has driven you to this point, and how much have you shifted through. It's that intimacy and that self-care and that self-love, the intimacy with self, right? Choosing you and creating through that. The snake energy wanted to be here. This is the first time it made it into the reading verbally, but the snake, the shedding of the old skin and blossoming into your new beautiful coat, your divine self, your higher self, and you know, being able to act as if. Okay, let's see what this is. All right, journey to the cosmos of the soul. Journey to the cosmos of the soul. Wow, the light energy that's coming through here. It's, you know, he's on fire. This image, it's on fire. It's this activation of all of these different vibrations that are coming through. If you want to screenshot that and take, you know, go deeper into it, really meditate with it. There's so much energy that is being illuminated here. And they're showing me like this spider-like energy. Like you see these, I don't even know. I want to call them tentacles, but I know spiders don't have tentacles, legs, I guess. I guess it is kind of like an octopus. Now that I said tentacles, it is like an octopus type energy as well. But it's this being able to create exactly what you want. You have that. You already have that, and you know it, and you're able to cultivate and create exactly what it is that you want in your life. And not everybody, this path that you're on is not for everybody, and it is not for the weak. You are there is something so divine about those of you that chose this card. Like, you are just activating a whole nother frequency of self, and it feels really, really good. So surrender the worry, detach from old patterns that hold you back, and find intimacy with self. From that space, fully believe that you are worthy, and you can light that fire within. And wow, this full moon is illuminating all of that for you. Maybe do a little full moon energy, letting go, purge, or bonfire. The energy feels great, y'all. So sending you lots of love. Hope you join me for the next reading. Take care. Adios. Aloha to those of you who chose card number 4. This is Blue Tara. Blue Tara combined with Kali type energy. I'm just going to light some sage and clear the space. This has been a long reading for me. A lot of energy moving, and I just want to cleanse and ground and bring you into this reading with me. Okay. All right, so let's tap into this card. Let's see what the message is from this card. Okay, Blue Tara. All right, so it says, chaos will give way to the higher order of love. Let there be peace in your heart. As Blue Tara looks to her right, gazing toward the future, she sees a vision of your peaceful, protected, and authentically expressive future. You have every right to feel hopeful, happy, and secure in the destiny now unfolding for you. All right. So things are looking up. There's a the full moon is they're telling me look at the color, the orange. So the full moon could be balancing and activating your sacral chakra, which is combined to the throat chakra, with again a lot of blue energy in this card as well. So yeah, it feels good. It feels like there's just some balancing out that needs to happen still. And perhaps calling on Blue Tara can help you with that. So look up Blue Tara mantras, call in Blue Tara, and just really allow yourself to open up to working with her. She can be very powerful for you on this journey. And if not Blue Tara, then just call in, they're saying inner peace. That's really what your soul is wanting to bring in with this full moon, is inner peace. All right, so let's see what we have that wants to come through for you all. We're going to start with the Merlin cards. Okay. So we have influence, be aware, and 22 is a master number. All right, I'm just allowing you to take in the frequencies from this card because there's a lot of energy that is moving through it. And again, the balancing out, you see the orange and the blue. It's the throat and the sacral. It feels like the throat and the sacral are really wanting to come into alignment to be focused. And I feel like something is being birthed through this space. There's a birthing that is happening when your throat and sacral come into alignment. So yeah, let's go into the animal energy. They're telling me to go a little bit deeper into that alignment. All right, we have wombat spirit. Be at home. Be at home. Interesting. So they're showing me that, you know, this is coming through for a lot of the cards. Like, they're showing me like this crown in this area. Like, protect your crown, protect your headspace. The space actually for this card, they're saying specifically the space between your crown chakra and your solar star. So up, you know, about a foot to 2 feet above your head, from the crown of your head to about 2 feet up, that whole entire space needs to be protected. So calling in maybe an energetic bubble of light around your head, almost like you know, like an astronaut type helmet that comes up and over, but see it as the divine light covering that space. There's some interference there, and that's what needs to be balanced out. And then they're telling me that you've opened up your heart. Like, you are in a space. They're really pointing out this green circle behind the wombat, and they're saying like you've done a good job at opening up your heart and aligning and trusting in your highest self and the higher power. And now the be at home, is that relevant? Yes, it is. Okay, so be at home. They're saying two things. Be at home in your body. So when you are tapping into these higher level frequencies, into these high vibrations, ground and anchor them into your body. Bring them into your body. I'm just moving a little bit through like the upper back, almost from the upper back down to the kidneys type area. There needs to be like there's some stagnancy there, is what they're telling me. So hydrate. It is going to be so important for you to hydrate in the next few days before the actual full moon and through the full moon cycle. So stay hydrated through that space. And then, yeah, stay close to home. You don't have to be at home, but stay close to home. Don't go too far. There's, can you give me more on that, Spirit? What exactly? Okay, they want me to pull some tarot, so let's do the first pack that wanted me to pull an extra card, so let's see what it is. What's the reason they need to be close to home? What is coming through for them that they need to be close to home? Okay, illumination is what they're telling me. Illumination. Okay. It's like it is like birth, like something's being birthed through you. There's a new light frequency that's coming in that is going to illuminate your path forward. So I feel like this is energetically, like, not physically, like you don't have to stay home, but energetically, like, be at home with yourself. Give yourself some love. Like they're showing me like hugging yourself, massaging your arms, like maybe doing some like qigong type what is it? I can't think of the fascia release, fascia massage, moving your fascia, getting that energy moving through there, because you're getting ready to take in an influx of light. A lot of light is going to be coming through, so they're getting you balanced and ready for that. Okay. All right, we have air element. Beautiful card. Wow. The dove. We have some butterflies. Maybe a blue jay. I'm not too familiar with the bluebirds. Bluebird. But the element of air. So I think this came through. I've done so many readings now. This is the fourth pile. I still have one more to go, but I think this came through in the very beginning, and the collective message was just the wind of change. Allow the wind of change to move through you. There's this air element that is coming in that wants to help you shift through this energy of the alignment, the chakra alignment between your. Wow. Okay, they're saying like God star. I've never heard that before. God star. Okay, there's got to be another name for that. Is my guess, but they're telling me God star, like this God star, and they're pointing out like this light in the middle here. It's like they're showing me it's one star, and then it opens up and becomes like all of these little stars around it, and then it opens up more and becomes these, and it's like it continues and it continues and it continues, and it's unity and oneness and unity consciousness. And they're telling me that the balance that's happening between your sacral and your throat is prominent for this transition to take place, for you to be able to take in this influx of light. So allow rest. They're saying that's okay. Thank you. That brings me back to the be at home as well. Allow rest. Allow your body to rest as needed. Start again if you need to, but just get into a space where you can honor rest and hydration. They're saying rest and hydration. Okay, let's see what else wants to come through here. Infinite awareness. Whoa, so many codes coming through that. All right, 3 different channels that wanted to come through there, so I just went ahead and allowed it. The first one was illuminating, like you see the throat space here is being illuminated. There's this orange vibrant energy that's coming up from the bottom, so that's the sacral energy connecting with the throat, and then highlighting here the space between the crown and the solar star chakra, so the space in between the two. Coming into divine resonance is what they're telling me. And then once the light channel changed, I saw these 2 I guess orbs here, but they look almost like eyeballs, like it's looking out at you. There's so much going on in this card, and then really pulling back, and seeing with your third eye, not with your eyes, your all-seeing eyes. Like your all-seeing eyes is your third eye, man. Your human earth eyes, seeing from a much higher perspective, being able to tap into your God frequency. God, I guess, like they said, God chakra. Like, was that what they said? I can't remember. Something like that. God frequency is what's coming through. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Yeah, divine consciousness. Phew. Yeah, it's that God frequency. It's you are taking in, like, they're showing me the rainbow, like it's all yours. It's coming together. You are, whatever this is, whoa, it's powerful. It's so powerful, you guys. I can't even comprehend the amount of energy that's coming in. It feels good. It feels abundant. It feels happy. It feels blissful. It honestly feels like everything. That feels like a little bit of confusion, some redirect, some just peace, quiet. It's a whole rainbow of energies that's coming through, and a connection with source. I feel like this illumination that's going to happen through you, this birthing that's happening through you, is coming directly from God's source. Oof, powerful energies. Okay, what do we need to let go of during this full moon to allow this to happen? Surrender to your intuition. So tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through for you, right? This is such a high vibrational frequency that's coming through, and there's so much alignment that's happening to make it, to bring it into existence, that they're saying just follow your intuition. Surrender to your intuition. It will not guide you off track. Your intuition will guide you exactly where you need to be, when you need to be, how you need to be. And it's what's going to help you move through this. So connect with your intuition. Pull back, be in stillness, be in silence, rest, hydrate, take care of yourself, give yourself some love. All right, and then we have evolution. Evolution. You realize that obstacles are merely lessons on your path to love. Yeah. Wow. You guys, what is being birthed through you, what is coming in for you is so divine, so magical, uplifting. There's all the emotions across the board. I'm feeling just like tears of happiness, joy, and peace, and then also some confusion and wonderment and hope. So, wow, lots of stuff being illuminated for you to help you move through this. Ground your energy, because it's going to be a lot. It's going to feel like you are 12 different places at once. Okay, thank you, Spirit. That is quite a lot of spaces. But you may feel like you are they're telling me like in separation to form unity. In separation to form unity. It's like when things fall apart and they come back together in a much bigger, brighter, better space. Okay. Whew, lots of energy there. Have a wonderful full moon cycle. I'm sending you all so much love and hugs, and wow, yes, thank you. Till next time, adios. Aloha to those of you who chose card number 5, the final card. Oh, I'm so happy we're here. This has been a whole roller coaster of energies for me to process through for the collective. So did you want me to light some vetiver to just ground the energy before we start here? So I'm just gonna light a little vetiver. Bring that in. Completion is what I'm hearing. Completion. This full moon is illuminating completion for you. And wow, look at that, like the light that's being illuminated around this space, and then the coins. It like reminds me of, I'm not super familiar with tarot, but it reminds me of like the pendants in tarot, or pendants in tarot, and the symbols that are coming through. So you may know more about that than I do, but let's go ahead and tap in and see what this card has to say on the opposite side. So, Guna Tantrika. It takes strength of spirit not to override inner knowing with social pressures or an inhuman expectation for constant performance. Trust in the shifting cycles to give yourself what you need for well-being. No being benefits when you are at odds with yourself. You have the inner power and capacity to be at peace within your being now. So trusting, it's like you have a deep inner knowing. Like when you are able to just be in your own energy, you are trusting, you are surrendering, you are having faith. Everything feels really, really good. You're letting go of those old paradigms that are falling apart, and you are rising through it. You're standing your ground. And then it's like someone can come in and say something and say, oh, well, that's not right, or this is how I believe it to be. And it gets in your head and it shifts you. And they're saying, don't allow, free yourself. Okay, apologies for the negative. Don't. The universe does not know negatives. The universe knows no negative, no positive. The universe knows what is. Everything just is. There is no good or bad. So free yourself from what others might think, say, do, hear, feel about you, and allow yourself to be fully in your authenticity. What you believe is true. What you believe is true. One more time, they're telling me what you believe is true. All right, so tap into that. What do you believe? How are your beliefs different than others? And know that the frequency that you the frequency that you're on most of the time is a frequency that most people have not reached in Earth Realm yet. Your energy is very unique. So not everybody is going to feel through what you're feeling. You may be experiencing things that other people have absolutely no idea about, or they haven't heard of, or they may think you're crazy. I remember going to a group meditation with some friends, and we would connect with the same friends every time. And one time, one of our really good friends said, yeah, sometimes I think you guys are crazy. You're talking about me and my husband. And that's okay. We were just on a much different frequency than where they were at the time. And since then, they've shifted and evolved, and some of the things that we were saying are not so crazy anymore. So those of you that chose this pile, you are in a different frequency than most of the collective. You are on a faster timeline. You move through things faster. Doors open up for you quicker. There are more energies that you have to navigate through. So give yourself some grace and trust and continue to believe. All right, we have animal spirit that wants to come through first. All right, starfish. Starfish, open to infinite possibility. Yes, what you are bringing through is so much different than what other people can fully comprehend at this time. Right? You are a way shower. You are the guiding light. You are the one that is lighting the flame and going, taking the first steps and moving into the next space and guide. Like, you're the one that is almost like, they're not saying almost, they're saying definitely. Like, you're going into things blindly trusting, and not everybody can do that. It's a gift. And as long as you continue to blindly trust in the higher power, in your highest self, and that you are only being guided to places where you are supposed to be, to things that you are supposed to live through on your journey, then doors are going to keep opening up for you. You're going to keep moving and being able to cultivate and co-create and create your best and most, your best and highest timeline. All right, let's go here next. Intuition. Look at that owl. Oh, I love it. I love owls, especially snow owls. They're my favorites, my spirit animal. And wow, look at that sacred geometry that's coming through there. Is it Sri Yantra? Is it the Sri Yantra? I could be wrong, but that was the word that came to me. And all of the illumination, they're showing me the butterflies, but they're saying specifically like lunar butterflies, and the white feathers. Okay, so much divine, high light, vibrant energy that's coming in. Your light is so bright that you illuminate darkness in people. And there are going to be people who love you for that, and then there are going to be people who just are, their human self feels like they're not ready. If they weren't ready, they wouldn't have come in contact with you. Their higher self wouldn't have allowed that to happen. So they are on a much higher level. They are ready when they come in contact with you to be able to have you illuminate some of their shadows. But remember, like, illuminating people's shadows doesn't always feel so great. So you kind of walk your own path. It may feel very lonely at times. It may feel like you are like no one understands you, or you have a hard time keeping friendships, or you feel like you lose or you cycle through friendships quickly. And it's because there's so much more to you and your mission and what you came here to do. And you're a guiding light, and not everyone is going to take lightly to that at first. But continue to follow your guides, continue to trust, continue to allow yourself to illuminate and light your own path, and be who you are. You are, it's like, I guess in modern day terms, you can call yourself a trendsetter. Like, when people start trends and they do things completely out of the box that other people would never even imagine. And then it turns into this beautiful trend. Oh, sorry about that. Beautiful trend, or like, something that happens where everyone picks up and takes on. And that's you. Like, you are the guiding light. You are the one that is helping walk people home to unity and wholeness. So continue to stay on that path. Yeah, okay, let me move on because there's a lot of energy that's coming through. Let's go here next. Intuition again. All right, listen to your inner guidance. I feel like Spirit is saying you're not listening. If this came up twice, it's like, hey, listen, you know Listen to yourself. Don't let other people get in your head. Don't let yourself fall into those lower frequencies. You know, maybe you're going through things like, for self, I've been going through like some shape shifting, and that's going to sound crazy to the average person, right? What do you mean shape shifting? What does that mean? What does that even mean? Or levitating, or telekinesis, or connecting, you know, telepathically, and that too, you know, maybe you think something and somebody says it out loud, or vice versa. That's been happening with me and my husband lately, and they're saying it. Trust in your intuition. Your intuition will not guide you wrong. Every time you ask your intuition, it is spot on. It gets it right. You know that it's right when you're speaking to other people. So trust in it. This came up twice for a reason, you guys. All right, let's see what this one has to say. Intuition, just plain. Peacefulness. All right, you recognize that balance, kindness, and love bring calmness to your soul. So yes, you're in a space of polarity. You understand what you put out, you get back. You know, and I know this, y'all. I know that, like, as soon as I judge someone, it's like something instantly happens to me, and I'm like, oh, yep, shouldn't have done that. It is not my place to judge. It is not my place to tell somebody what they need to be doing on their journey, right? I'm just here to share my light, to light the way. And if people ask me for advice, great. And if they don't, great. We are all on our own journey. So you are in that understanding of what you put out, you get back. It's a really peaceful place to be, you guys. And it helps you work through things faster and be able to understand what you're growing through when you are growing through something. All right. Transformation. Again, like, this is, you know, the falling, it's like the rise from the ashes. This is like the falling apart of what was into what will be, right? You're still rising. You're rising up through these dimensions, and you're going to continue to illuminate the path forward. And if that means that you are, you know, getting messages from, you know, the trees or the animals, or you're seeing portals in the skies, or you're able to transmute and clear energies just by being in your own divine frequency. There's so much more to you, and the spirit is just asking you to trust. Stop getting in your head. Stop allowing other people's vibration to shift what you know to be true in your heart, in your soul, in your highest and best timeline, right? So stop allowing anything to come in and interfere with that. It's not for you. All right, what do we need to surrender? Let's see. Surrender to play. Aw. Yeah, take a break from overthinking. Do something fun. Play is a time for recreation and rejuvenation. So play. Enjoy life, right? Yes, you are here to share your light. Yes, you are guiding the path forward. Yes, you are helping people, but allow yourself time to play and enjoy life. Come down and taste the chocolate. It's really good. All right, let's see what else we got. Root chakra. This is where you live primarily in these higher dimensional planes. So your solar star, your crown, your third eye, even your throat all feel really good. Your high heart feels good. You feel very balanced and aligned throughout your chakras. You notice we have like all the colors here. We have every single color, I believe, in the chakras. It's very aligned. But the one thing that you have a hard time doing is grounding, rooting your energy into Mama Earth. So get out, spend some time in nature, play, right? Be in your body. Use your body. Your body is here for, you came into this body for a reason. Use it. Use your body. Play, move, dance, stretch. Do what makes you feel good in the body. Get a massage. That specifically they're telling me body. That's where the disconnect is anchoring all of this light, all of this high level intuition and higher frequencies into the body. Ground it and connect it into the body. I'm going to do a little root chakra Energy activation. Fanaka tutukusu tutunu nanaka tatsnana. Apatakash titiki. Tatatashak tatafutu mananaka tititi and any ananatigana. Akatashikata futu natitiki and Tatashitakata. Your inner child wants to play. Your inner child wants to play. So play, move, dance, sing, create, paint. You get out and just like frolic through, I don't know, flowers. There's just this really delightful, playful energy, and when you get into play, you will do it in your body, right? In your body. And that's what's going to ground and anchor you into where you need to be, so you can continue to anchor these higher level frequencies into Earth to allow her to continue to rise. I'm so happy that your card was the last card. It feels so good, and it's leaving everything on a really light note. I'm sending you all so much love, and fairy type energy is what's coming through. All right, until next time, adios.